So we each carry with us this belief that we remain the same person, one and the same self throughout our lives, even though we may change in many small and dramatic ways. How does this apply to you?
So I believe that it's half true and half false, and I think it's true in the sense that you carry parts of your personality and you carry parts of yourself that you'll never lose, no matter how hard you try to change yourself or open your mind to new things. I think you'll always be the same. A lot of yourself will be the same, but I also think that you change as a person throughout your life, not only in your opinions about people or your opinions about things, but also because when you have different outlooks on things in life and you see things in a different way, you also change according to those outlooks and change your lifestyle to fit those outlooks, or to, I don't know.
That's true. Well, how would you say that, like, how the way you view yourself today versus a year ago when we first came to school, how has that changed?
I think it's changed in a lot of ways. I feel a lot more sure of myself in a lot of ways. I feel like I'm trying to impress myself more than other people, which has been a huge, huge change in my life. It's because when you first come to college and you're trying to make all these new friends and you focus on people accepting you and approving of you rather than approving of yourself, in the sense that you want to start a career, you want to choose what pathway you want to go down for the rest of your life, and you want to be able to... I've learned a lot about how I deal with situations and deal with stress, which is also, I feel like, changed me as a person, because if you're not so worried about what other people think of you and you're more focused on yourself, you can focus... I feel like friendships thrive a lot more because you're not so concerned with that aspect. You can just be in the moment more and just relax and enjoy the things around you and enjoy the experiences a lot more when you're not so concerned with how the outside world perceives you. So I think that's been the biggest thing that has changed about me, especially, is just my acceptance with myself and not stressing over small things, or understanding that what people think isn't what truly matters in the end. It's what you think about yourself, and having respect for yourself, and then that's when you can build on relationships, and that's when people can truly see who you are as a person and truly gain the relationships that you have for a long time.
How would you say other people perceive you now then?
How do other people perceive me now? I think, well, honestly, I think there's some bad things. I think that a lot of people might perceive me as more uptight, because I do have I have higher anxiety being a college student and taking on a lot more responsibility for myself, and, getting closer and closer to, actually being in the real world. It's, each day even you take a closer step, and that I think that's changed me as far as I think I've turned into a more serious person. I don't think I've lost the humorous fun side of me, because that comes out often, but I do believe that people may see me as more serious and more grown up, but also that comes with bad things like stress, which I sometimes wear on my shoulder. And I think that people also, I don't know, I'm also critical of myself because, I'm talking about myself. I don't know, I'd have to talk to someone else to see. I don't think I've necessarily asked anybody else that question, but that's what I see.
Sweet. endures through time. Socrates says that the real me lies within myself, within my desires, my fears, my hopes, my loves, and my hatreds. Only I can discover the truth about me and my enduring self.